Hi everyone, welcome back to the Book Brood, and today we're going to be talking about our reading goals for 2017. So we've each written down a short little list, and why don't we just...
Alright, so I talk about this list that I'm trying to read through in just about every video I make, and it's a top 100 science fiction books of all time, so I'm going to try and finish the list. It's about 50-some novels, but I have read almost all of the huge ones, so it's down to just, 200 to 500 pages that are left. So
that's much better, because I know you've read a couple of 1,000-page books this year.
Yeah, so if I get that done, that'll be great, because then I can move on to things that are past this homework assignment that I gave myself a while ago. Yeah.
My number one goal is I need to read the books that I already own, because I have over 200 books collectively on all of our shelves that I want to read, but I don't feel the urgency to read them because I know that I have them and I can pick them up whenever. So I'm setting myself a goal that I need to read at least 3 of them a month. At least 3 of them a month. And I think that's very doable.
I think you can do it.
Yeah.
It's just picking them up and getting going.
Right. Yeah. But even if I, get the audiobook from the library, but if it's the audiobook of a book I already own, that totally still counts.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So. I do that all the time. Yeah. All right, and my second goal is kind of a continuation of my first one, but it's to read at least one thing a month. That's outside my list, just to kind of get away from this groove that I've carved myself and that I rarely let myself deviate from.
I feel like this year you have deviated in manga, but not necessarily in novels.
That's true.
So is that what you're saying? More
novels, outside.
Allowing yourself to read a couple of...
Because I'm not going to slow myself down from reading comic books and manga. So.
Right. Okay. Another goal of mine is to utilize my online library for ebooks and audiobooks, which I have just recently started doing, and I found how convenient it is to just have it in my pocket. I know that I tried to use your Kindle a couple of years ago, and I feel like this is so much more convenient because it's on my phone, and I always have my phone with me no matter what. So it just opens up new opportunities to read when I can't bring a physical book with me.
Yeah. I feel like I got that Kindle several years ago, and when we first got it, we both read a couple of books off of it, and then it's just been in a drawer.
Yeah, I don't even know where it is. Yeah.
All right. So my number 3 is to read newly published books. I read a lot of older, pretty much things that have been around for a while. So I'm going to take a risk on new stuff that's just come out, and it might even be some untested authors, so who knows? Yeah. We'll see how it goes.
I have become so excited about new releases recently, and it's so fun to anticipate it and try and get your hands on an early release copy. And it is a gamble because if there are not a lot of reviews out there, you don't know. Whereas your list has been tried and tested for so long.
Yeah.
Most of the books that you've been reading are at least 50 years? No, at least...
There's a lot of them that are 50-some years older, but but 20 years at least for some of them. I think probably one of the newest ones on there was The Hunger Games by Susan Collins.
Oh, right, that was on there, yeah. And my number 3 goal is to read more nonfiction this next year. I participated in Nonfiction November, where I read 1.5 novels, but that was drawing attention to the fact that I don't read a lot of nonfiction, and that I really enjoy some nonfiction, and finding authors that make nonfiction engageable and entertaining, and weirdly enough, I connect to them, that that book Tribe by Sebastian
Yeah.
Junger, like I was so emotionally invested in that story, and it was a connection that I never would have thought that I would have ever had with a nonfiction book.
Yeah, you just ate that up.
Yeah. So I definitely want to read at least 6 nonfiction books next year.
Okay, and then our last one is actually sort of a combined goal / challenge. We are going to, every 2 months, try a book that the other one of us suggest to each other. So
Takes a little pressure off of us with the whole finishing a book. Like I still haven't finished what is that book even called? Lord of Light, that Amy challenged me to finish earlier in the year, and it's still looming over me. I'm like, I have to finish it. But I like this wording, and we're just try it. You know?
Yeah, no pressure. And I hope you like it, because then that's just more that we can share together.
Absolutely. Yeah. I do really enjoy being able to talk about shared, enjoyed reads.
Yeah, absolutely. So those are our 4 goals that we're shooting for in 2017.
Yep.
Go ahead and comment with some of your goals, or comment on some of our goals. Give us a thumbs up. Subscribe. See you next time.
Happy
everyone.
holidays.
Happy holidays.